it seems that the Real Housewives of Atlanta franchise season 14, the casting is underway. This is around the time we start hearing about the shit, you guys. And on Love B. Scott on the website, he has exclusives to what the issues might be as far as the show, the upcoming season. So first he says that, I'm sorry, does he call himself he? First, B. Scott says that, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just going to say the name because saying them and there is odd for me. Okay. So B. Scott says that the first issue that they're coming up with is that Portia, now you guys know Portia stole Fallon's man. She's got a whole show, a spin-off show documenting this, an eight episode show that Bravo is doing. Okay. So she's off doing that. She's contemplating not coming back to the show because she already knows there's going to be quite a bit of fallout on the show from both the fans, the viewers, and also people on the show could possibly be bringing, you know, Simon's former women on the show because Simon has a reputation around Atlanta. I've heard a few stories my own self. Okay, we just ain't privy. We just can't put it out there like that. Bitch ain't trying to get sued or nothing. But yes, Simon has a past for sure. So she not really sure if she gonna be back on the show. And fuck, she already got her millionaire. All right, she done landed her African, so she's almost like fuck that show. I was like, girl, don't get so caught up in your man that you forgetting you dropping your own damn bag. Now, how many times I done told y'all, don't be letting love fuck up your money. We see more times than not, relationships do not always last. Okay, so don't fuck up your check, which would have been a sure check on Bravo because they don't want to see her go. Supposedly, B. Scott says that Cynthia Bailey, her story is pretty much wrapped up, you know, so they're pretty much contemplating not bringing her back as a housewife. In her place, they're supposed to be bringing Sheree Whitfield back as a housewife, even though she's going to be at a lower salary than Cynthia was. But I don't know if they want to pay for both Cynthia and Sheree. So, you know, she could be coming back as well. There's always a toss-up about Marlo every season. I still don't see them putting her as a housewife, even though people are saying that she could be a housewife now because she has her kids, and we see a little bit more with her interacting with her family, and it's not just supposedly Marlo sleeping with married white men out there, you know. So I guess Marlo's name is in the hat. If I was Marlo, I wouldn't do it. I mean, because you still get to have a little level of privacy, and you still making, I'm sure Marlo gets a pretty check from Real Housewives of Atlanta. But, you know, she might be a peach holder. Let B. Scott tell it. They're saying that Drew Sidora will not come back as a housewife, most likely. She's actually been on Portia's spinoff show, I guess as Portia's friend. I don't know, child. And, they say that Latoya Ali, yeah, she's a one and done. They will not be bringing her back. I don't think that she did too well. Like I said, y'all need to bring Shamari back. You know, that child was entertaining to me. So that's what B. Scott says is happening on the, you know, as they're trying to set up the 14th season. They say that Candy will be back for sure. Kenya will be back for sure. So they're already locked in. Everybody else is a toss-up. So who would you guys like to see come back? Who would you like to see leave? We have these conversations all the time, so y'all let me know. All right, you guys, I actually saw this story this morning. I think I heard a little bit about it last night, or was that this morning? Anyway, RichardSherman, who is a football player for the Seattle Seahawks, I believe. Well, I believe that he is now a free agent. Y'all know I don't know shit about football, but I believe that means that you aren't on the team any longer. Okay, but he's a Super Bowl champion. He's been a Pro Bowl player for years and years and years, and everybody knows who RichardSherman is. I mean, I even know who he is, and I don't watch football. He had some sort of mental breakdown overnight. Him and his wife Ashley evidently had gotten into some sort of confrontation, and he had been drinking quite a bit. Now, this is all on a 911 call. She kind of tells what happened on a 911 call between her and also her uncle, who was involved as well. But they had got into a confrontation. She got in the car and she was trying to get away. and he was following her in his car, and he had been drunk. She said that he drank 2 bottles of, like, he had a bottle of vodka, a bottle of Hennessy, and she was, you know, trying to get away from him. He was chasing her. The uncle, who I'm not sure where the confrontation started, but I believe that they were at the house. I don't know what's happening, if they're together, still living together or whatever, but they were at the house. The uncle was there, but the uncle was following them in the car because he wanted to make sure that Ashley, the wife, was safe. Okay, so the uncle also called into 911 and was telling them, you know, where they were. I think they ended up back at the house, and they were trying to keep Richard Sherman from leaving again. So this is when she called 911, and she was like, he's under the influence, he's very drunk. He is also suicidal. He said that he was going to kill himself, that he had actually sent out text messages earlier in the day telling people that he was going to hang himself, you know, so she's trying to call the police to have them come, but she was making it very clear, and this is the sad part, she was making it very clear that he doesn't have any weapons, and you guys, please don't shoot him when you come. He already said that he was going to fight the police if they came, you know, but please don't do this. This is Richard Sherman, you know. Now she's talking to this rude ass 911 operator who is just, you know, I know you have to have a level of detachment and not try to be too involved in the emotions when it comes to 911, because you have to be able to get the information and get it out to the police. But this bitch was on a whole nother level, who really should just lose her job, because you're talking to this woman who is clearly in distress. You are chastising her for not being clear when this woman is stressed. She's trying to keep her husband from leaving, you know, because you can kind of see she's talking to her uncle, you know, trying to talk to Richard Sherman as he is trying to get away and all this. She's trying to do all of this, and this fucking 911 operator is just rude. Okay, so she already pissed you off, and she actually kind of distracts from what's going on because you're just so irritated. You want to be like, bitch, what the fuck is wrong with you? Don't you hear that it's a problem going on here? You trying to tell me all, you know. So anyway, the police end up coming. Thank God that she did say it was Richard Sherman, because this probably would have turned out a lot different, especially if he said that he was going to be attacking the police if they came. So they came with the K9, and I'm sure that the K9 attacked him, or, you know, was able to take him down or whatever. And they ended up arresting him for domestic violence. Now the wife is saying that, you know, she doesn't want to get into the particulars of what happened, but she wants to make it clear that he didn't do anything to her or her kids, you know, that they were safe and they were fine. But he does have, you know, he was drinking, and obviously he was in a suicidal, he was having a mental breakdown. But, you know, she doesn't want people to look at him. He's not a bad person. He's just in a bad way. So the 911 call is actually very, very sad. You know, you do feel a way, you feel a way for all of them, because you could tell that they do love this man, and that they were just trying to get him, you know. It wasn't a situation where she even felt, I don't even know if she felt like she was afraid for her life. It seemed more like she was more concerned for him and his life. You know, she closed the gate, made sure he couldn't get out, was calling the police, making sure that they knew that he wasn't armed. Please don't shoot him, don't kill him, you know. So a sad situation. I know they say that Richard Sherman is actually a spokesperson for mental wellness, has spoken out for it quite a bit. We know football players have a lot of issues with CTE, and is that what it's called, or is it CTC? I always get it mixed up, and you guys always correct me. But you guys know the brain injury that is found in a lot of football players. They can't ever distinguish for a fact that that's what it is until the person has died. So, you know, you can only be suspected of having the brain injury, but they are, you know, some people are saying that he could possibly also be reacting and suffering from that as well, which is just a travesty. I mean, as much as the NFL and people love the game, you know, those players are, as we see more and more of those players, and we only see what makes it to the news. I'm sure there are more stories. I know for a fact that there are more stories out there. You know some people that know some people. So, yeah, our prayers up for that whole family, and hopefully Richard Sherman can get the help that he needs. But it's too bad. It's too bad. But thank God nobody was killed in all of that. So you guys tell me, somebody put in my comments yesterday that Meg Thee Stallion was being tapped for the next She-Hulk. And I was like, I have not heard that at all. Let me go research, because, you know, sometimes we just hear a little bit of the story, and sure enough, yeah, that's not what it is. So there is rumor. This has not come from Marvel. This actually has come from, like, I believe somebody who follows, you know, the whole Marvel universe. But they're saying that sources have said that Meg Thee Stallion has been asked to make an appearance on the show on Disney Plus that will be called the She-Hulk, or just She-Hulk, and that she actually is going to be playing not animated, a fictional character of herself on the show. So she's still going to be Meg Thee Stallion. She's going to be on the show. I mean, this is all hearsay. Like I said, Marvel hasn't come out, or neither has Disney or anything, but that's what the rumor is. Okay, so no, she will not be She-Hulk. She will be possibly on the show. And speaking of Marvel Universe, you guys, I know everybody's asking if I have went to go see Black Widow, and I did not. We went out this weekend, and when I tell you, we had a blast. But we drank a lot, and on Sunday, I can't drink like that no more. Like Mr. Can, I can't. So I be fucked up and worn out for 2 days afterwards. So I was like, Sunday, I couldn't even seem to get myself together to go out nowhere. And I had a book club meeting, Roxy Reads Book Club. We would love to have you join us. So I was just like, no, we not gonna make it to the movies, you guys. And then Mr. doesn't even remember who Black Widow is. So how do you not remember who Black Widow is? She was in every fucking, now first of all, we done seen every Avenger movie, all of anything that has to do with the Avengers. We've seen them all. Mr. don't remember who the fuck Black Widow is. I was just like, what do you mean? She was in almost everyone. I mean, with the exception of maybe like Iron Man. She was in everything, including Captain America and everything. I was just like, oh God, it's so annoying, you know. It ain't even fun when you got somebody who don't even feel the same way you feel about this whole Marvel universe. So I was just like, whatever. Now I refuse to watch it on streaming. I know they say it's on HBO Max, I believe. Or is it Disney Plus? It's on one of those. I'm not going to watch it there. I definitely am going to still go see it. No spoilers, you guys. I don't want to know about it, but I have heard that it was really, really good. So, nope, haven't seen it yet, but planning on seeing it this weekend. You guys, a follow-up on your girl, Britney Spears. So, Britney went to court. Well, she did it, I believe, virtually. I think she was on the phone, but she still was able to speak for herself to the judge, to Judge Brenda Penny. She said that she wanted to press charges against her father, Jamie, for conservatorship abuse. All right. She said that he has made her life miserable for the 13 years that he has been there, that he has controlled her unreasonably so. We've talked about it on top of the blogs, and I told you guys all the things that she was told that she could not do. Even though Jamie has denied it and said that it wasn't happening, I believe very much that Britney Spears is not lying about her experience under her father's thumb this whole time. And I think it's great that she has decided to fully speak out. I think that part of the problem was that she had gotten to a point where she was so frustrated that she was just allowing the lawyers to handle it. And it was getting, you know, the judges weren't getting like a full, you know, they're just going by whatever the lawyers were saying. And they obviously needed to see the emotions and feel the emotions and hear from the actual victim of this abuse, which is Britney Spears. And I think it's working for her. So the judge has decided that she is able to hire her own lawyer and not the court-appointed lawyer that, you know, she had been given. And I'm sure she didn't have no fucked up ass lawyers or anything. I'm sure these were still like high profile lawyers and everything, but you still want to be able to hire people that, you know, that you feel like they represent, you know, your best interest. So she's now has Matthew Rosengart. He's her new attorney. He will be representing her, and her estate co-conservator Bessemer Trust and her longtime manager Larry Rudolph and Ingham have resigned. So it's a lot of turnover. It's a lot of things happening. It almost feels like people are jumping off this boat before it sinks. Now she has this new lawyer. I still know that Britney Spears is going to need help. It's not me feeling like she doesn't need any type of guidance still, because clearly there are still some issues there and she could very easily be taken advantage of. But I still feel like there are many parts of her life and facets of her life that she should have full control over. You telling me I can't have coffee, I can't get married, I can't have kids, I gotta do this, that, and the other, like, no. Okay, so it looks like it's working for her, and we'll see what old Mr. Rosengard is able to do for her in this case. So good luck, free Britney. Well, you guys, congratulations are in order for Candace Parker. She is the first woman on the cover of NBA 2K. Okay, the Chicago Sky forward. She's a 6-time WNBA All-Star, a 2-time WNBA MVP, and 2016 WNBA Finals MVP. She's featured on the WNBA 25th Anniversary Special Edition of NBA 2K22. It will be released on September 10th. And congratulations to Candace Parker. My son loves Candace. I mean, he just loves her to death. Okay. And she is definitely the darling of the WNBA. All right. So good for her. Congratulations to her. All right, you guys, so it seems your girl Mena out there. Now, I ain't gonna talk bad about her because y'all don't seem to like to hear me talk bad about Mena when she's pregnant, or, you know, she's a new mom and going through the issues that she's going through with her newborn baby. So I'm not gonna pick on Erica. We're not gonna kick a man when they down, okay? But it has come out that she has a dummy page on Instagram where she had been consistently dragging Cyn Santana. So you guys know that she and Cyn Santana had a relationship, a lesbian relationship on Love and Hip Hop New York back in the day. And it was an ugly breakup. And then we didn't hear much from Cyn Santana until she returned on like the 10th season of Love and Hip Hop New York with Joe Budden, which was her fiance at the time. So I guess ever since her return, Erica had a dummy page or a fake page that was called Gunner 2582. And Gunner 2582, of course, at the time, nobody knew this was Erica, but Gunner 2582 would post all of this shit about Cyn Santana, dragging her and saying how, you know, she wouldn't be anything without Erica and all of this. Well, I guess Erica had stopped using that page for some time, you know, and then when she decided to pick that page up, now that page is called Legend Brian's. She changed the name, but she did not go back and erase the comments that she had used as Gunner 2582. And somebody realized that this was the same person. Now Legend Brian's is definitely Erica's page, and that's how they realized that she was the one that was dragging Cyn Santana and saying all of these things and trying to act like she was just a regular Joe Blow leaving comments on Instagram. So now, you know, the most recent that they said that she had done this was like 26 weeks ago. So I guess right around the time that she's had gotten pregnant the second time, you know, for Safari. And I don't know why she still has time, but you guys, one of you guys did say in my comments that the only reason why she ended up with Safari is because she was jealous of Cyn Santana and Joe Budden's relationship. So she kind of wanted to show that she was going to be able to do the same thing, and it just went, you know, it just went left. And I guess there could be some truth to that, because why are you still so worried about Cyn Santana at this point? You know, talking about her not having a career, her not being able to sing, you know, she wouldn't be anything without Erica. Yeah, she did come about, and Erica definitely did bring her on the show, or, you know, they did have their relationship or whatever, but Cyn Santana has since been able to hold her own and gain her own fan following and all of that. So, but how molded is it to get found out that you was the one that was, you know, I'm sure a lot of these celebrities have dummy pages, or, you know, the fake pages where they can go and really say what they want to say. But we saw, remember when Beyonce accidentally did that? She liked well, people thought that this might be what Beyonce had done, but she had liked one of Kylie Jenner's posts as Beyonce, and you guys know Beyonce don't like nothing. She don't follow nobody and she don't like nobody, but they said that she had liked one of Kylie Jenner's posts, and then she hurried up and erased it. At this time was when you could really check and see who was liking. Well, I'm sure Beyonce's name will show up the very first name if you like, that person's thing. So, people were suspecting that Beyonce probably has one as well that she used, and she just forgot to switch back over from her Beyonce's account to like her dummy page. But I'm not saying that Beyonce is out there dragging and saying shit, but I'm sure she would like maybe sometimes want to participate in the fun of leaving comments as well, and she just doesn't want to do that as Beyonce. So I mean, I'm sure a lot of celebrities do it, but if you got time to be sitting up here and dragging this girl who then went on with her life, and you went on with your life, and you supposedly happy and everything, why are you doing this again? Child, I tell you, like I said, y'all don't want me to talk about Erica, and I'm not, and I won't, but that child is a lot. That's all I'm gonna say is your girl is a lot. All right, you guys, for those who care, they have made an announcement that Jerry O'Connell will be the next, he was just named the permanent replacement for Sharon Osbourne, okay, on The Talk. You guys remember Sharon Osbourne she decided to leave the show because she felt like they were being racist towards her and they didn't really like her or appreciate her at CBS anyway, so she left the show. He has been a guest host on the show in the past. However, the formula for The Talk has been 4 or 5 women. And now he will be the first permanent host that is actually a male. So we'll see if that shakes up the dynamics on the show. Elaine Welteroth, Amanda Kloots, Cheryl Underwood, and Carrie Ann Inaba will still be on there. I thought Carrie Ann left. Didn't I talk to you guys about her leaving? I guess maybe she was like, after Sharon left, maybe she ain't going nowhere. But I thought Carrie Ann left. But anyway, that's what the article that I read said, that she is actually still on the show. And I guess they're hoping that Jerry O'Connell will just kind of calm down some of because there were all these complaints that there were like racial issues, racial tension. Sharon Osbourne would say shit out the side of her neck, and she would actually offend a lot of people, not just Cheryl. But you have an Asian American woman on there, you had a black woman on there, you had a lesbian girl on there at one time. I'm just talking about the people, the cast, the host over the years. And Sharon Osbourne was there for all of them. So, I mean, I'm sure she's said she's had quite a bit to say over the years. So they're hoping that Jerry O'Connell will come there, calm down the waters, and, continue to make the show be successful for CBS. So I guess congratulations to Jerry. Do you guys watch the show? Do you plan on watching it while Jerry's on there? Let me know. And then I got a sad story, you guys. Babyface and his wife of 7 years. What do I tell you guys about that 7 year? I done told y'all gonna believe me one day. His wife of 7 years, Nicole Pattenberg, they have called it quits. They will be getting a divorce. And now they say their commitment is to their 12-year-old daughter, Peyton. Okay, so yeah, it ain't worked out. Babyface does have 2 other kids from his first marriage. You guys remember he divorced, he and Tracy Edmonds divorced back in, I believe they said 2005, and then him and this woman got married in 2014, and now it's that maybe Babyface just need to just be, let's just be a crooner and just be a lover and all of that, and maybe we just don't need to get married no more. Okay, but I'm sure everybody will be fine, but they said that it's a wrap on that. And then lastly, you guys, families that are getting this advanced child tax credit, they're starting to see the deposits in their accounts today, which is Thursday, the 15th of July. Okay, Thursday, July 15th, they're starting to put the deposits in there. So if you qualified for it, you should be checking your accounts because you're going to be getting $300. Also, I have heard that they're refunding the money that was taxed on the $600 extra on unemployment. People who had filed for that special unemployment extra money, and then they put, they said to tax it, they weren't supposed to tax it. So now supposedly they are refunding that money back to the people, and you know, it's coming up to be somewhere near $1,500 to $2,000 for some people. So if you were one of those people that was also getting the $600 a month, and I mean a week, and you were having it taxed, you might be getting a surprise as well. So y'all just make sure you check out your bank accounts or wherever you get your money, and make sure that, you know, if you were supposed to get it, then you get it. You can check on IRS.gov, at least IRS.gov, at least for the child tax, the advanced child tax credit. You guys can check on there and see if you'll be getting it. So congratulations to y'all. My kids are grown, so I won't be getting it. And then I know many people who don't have kids at all are suffering and upset that they're not getting this break either. I mean, who says just because you have kids that you don't still need the money? But it is what it is, you guys. So yeah, y'all make sure you check your accounts and see if you got an extra few dollars in there. All right, you guys, I gotta get back to work. Let me get off of here. We do this every single week, so make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you come back. Till next time, rock stars. Bye.